From the Liquor Barn Studios, you're listening to The Diener Show on ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Phil. Now, here's Drew Diener and Mark Blankenbaker.
And we are back here, 93.9 The Phil, ESPN 680, as we are here at Academy Sports.
What we doing on pregame, y'all?
And we are here as part of our friends at Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, getting ready for you to gear up and get out for your summer fishing needs. As we're also going to talk with, I don't know if Darren has called us yet. I don't know.
What's up, good people? Let's get our last bit of pregame in.
It'd be good if I get Jason's phone number. You know, if Jason's going to be producing. Yeah, I can send it to you. It would probably be good.
Has Zion lost any weight yet?
Right now. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. So we've got Darren Rogers. 93 the Philly ESPN 680 is, hey, we got another weekend of horse racing. So good morning.
You're waiting on the link to drop? Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Well, we're hanging in. We're with our friends at Fish and Wildlife. And my Twin Spires account has never been healthier, so I'm excited to talk.
Oh, I know. I didn't have my I had my charger. I thought my
I have 4 digits in it. So what are we gonna do here?
Cody, did you send it to me?
Well, we got 5 days left.
Did you send the link to my Twitter?
Of course, the final Twilight Thursday.
Steve, what's good?
Spring meet.
Cody send that link to me. The wings was banging. The wings was banging. They was banging. When I got home, oh my God.
That's mine.
Steak in a jar. I mean, just take out a few of the bucks from the Twin Spires account. Get yourself a couple of jars.
Slacking on the charger. Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. I looked down at my computer. It was 1% left. You know what it was too? You know what it was? I was using my computer battery for that light, that little light, studio light ring or whatever. I didn't realize how fast that drained your battery. Okay, I'll check it on email then. Yeah, I was disappointed. I was just getting worked up too.
Overseas in the Saudi Cup, making this really first stateside start of the year. Looking towards that March for the Breeders' Cup.
That's still too hot for me. Blankenbaker asked Drew, has he ever been in handcuffs?
This is a Breeders' Cup win in your in race, so it attracts some of the top older horses. The number 5th ranked horse in the country, Olympiad. He's in here to face him, so it's a really good betting race.
That's why they went to early break.
If you paid attention on Oaks and Derby days,
that's why.
A lot of those horses are now coming back and they're racing.
I'm gonna have to find out what happened.
You've got some really good racing action. Then we've got racing on Sunday and Monday.
I'm gonna have to ask.
Ooh. 2-year-old showcase to the Nashville Manor debutante. And so it's really going to be.
I heard Jason come out and say, they went to an early break.
On Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then we wrap it up.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that the meet is coming to an end. Not hard for you to believe.
It has been a longer meet. You know, we squeezed those Wednesdays in, and I know Mark loves to talk about it. He wanted to bring up the turf course.
Sorry, Darren. No, I mean, hitting all the notes this morning.
All the notes. Great. Really. No, happy to talk about it with you. Obviously, that's been a little challenging. We spent $10 million last year putting in a brand new hybrid Bermuda
I
course.
bet he was pissed.
It was late in mid-October. It looked great on Derby week, but quite honestly, we've learned over the usage.
Hey, look, it must have happened. It must have happened within the last 10 minutes.
The routes were just not taking hold. We were rushing it a little bit, and can't rush Mother Nature. Got to give it some time.
Really?
Learn that, but middle of June, and so we thought 2.5 weeks of rest.
Boy,
it has.
They're gonna.
But it's not our satisfaction.
They're probably gonna make them cut that out. They probably gonna make them cut that out of the podcast.
Firm. So it's a little spotty in and the roots taking hold. But
no, Lachelle, we go ahead and let's let everybody get panicked up, and let's lower the expectations for the season, so we can make Kenny Payne into the overachiever of the century. We'll drop all the expectations so Kenny Payne can win Coach of the Year.
On August the 13th, that of course was at our sister track in Chicago, Arlington Park, which is now closed. We want to maintain the history.
Andrew Muller's in the building. Yeah, they posted on well, I know they're on Twitter, and they uploaded on ESPN Louisville. On the ESPN Louisville just go to the podcast section on ESPNLouisville.com. This is better than Facebook. I know. Listen, I'm really gonna start doing 99% YouTube. The Facebook sometimes it's just quick and easy. Yeah, Andrew, did you say it was the family date?
Seemed like it never would end. That's how Pat Day.
Or you just getting out the house?
All those massive wins. Pat Day's the all-time leadingest. Appreciate
it. At the end of the winter, I loaded up on hoodies when they all went on sale. I went crazy for the hoodies. I'm gonna see if I can find some right now on sale.
Well, we're looking forward to it, man. And again, now that I've reopened my Twin Spires account for the fourth time this meet, I think ready to fire, right? Yeah. I saved myself from myself. Yeah.
It was the first one. That's awesome.
You can't lose. You win when you don't even know you won.
Yeah, that was crazy. The fourth leg of it, a 12 or 13 to 1 shot. I was like, I hope it came in.
Cody, you got a little bit of that ether there. You ain't never happy. I'm gonna have to listen to your podcast though.
That's pretty cool though. I think on August 13th, just pop up Saturday race in the middle of summer.
That's always been a real major meet, obviously in Chicago, the Arlington Million. So I'm glad they're maintaining the date and the tradition.
Shout out to Kenny Klein.
So
last official day.
That's all. It always attracts major forces. So we'll have Pete Thomas coming up here in a second. So
shout out to Lance McGarvey.
Okay. So I don't have his phone number.
You have to, Lance.
Oh well. And I guess he's calling us.
So Rocco's
Master Yoda. Are they just terrible?
Talk about this upcoming football season.
Yeah, KK retirement day for sure.
Which we can't talk about. Can't necessarily talk specifics with that, but I think it's interesting that Coach Satterfield said on Monday that I didn't realize they could use the football for some of these things in summer right now. It used to be just strength conditioning and everything else.
And that's going to help. Get guys like Tyler Hudson and D. Wiggins, more ingrained into the system. Get freshmen like Chris Bell and Devon Mortimer, guys that they think can play right away. Get them a little bit acclimated, a little faster. See what they can do with an actual football. Now, still one-on-one stuff. And they can throw on their own. Like Malik can throw to Tyler Hudson when the coaches aren't on the field. But the coaches can throw to Tyler Hudson and things like that. So it's going to be interesting how that.
I just got to clean out my email inbox.
This fall in college football in general, because it's that way for everybody.
It's pathetic.
As college football is getting younger, it gets younger every year, and younger players are forced into action, and this type of thing helps make sure that these guys are ready to play. So I'm pumped about this season.
We got a number of things as well coming up.
I got to sneeze. Hold on.
The New City game coming your way. That we will have. And
See this Red Ridge show game.
Oh no, the hamburger.
They made me the hamburger.
So is something special in store for 93.9 official flagship? I don't know. Did we have something going on yesterday?
Whatever you got to do. And of course, by the way, on Saturday as well.
All right, I know what my problem is.
They've got $2 beers before 7:30, and it's going to join.
I'm listening.
No, my problem is with my knee.
I'm listening.
Are you on here?
Yeah.
Okay. I have subscribed in my brain to rest or not push it, because it will, you know, you gotta give it time. It'll heal up. It'll heal up, right? And all the while, it's getting weaker and weaker. And last night I had a thought go through my brain. This is good talk. It's a good morning conversation. Last night I had a thought go through my brain. I was like, you know, it's like it's getting weaker. So, you know, maybe I was like, I don't know, like maybe it's just not gonna heal up. You know what I'm saying? And I literally in my head punched myself in the face. It was like, Steve, it's getting weaker because every time you go to run and you feel a little pain in it, you're like, oh, I better stop. It's like, no, dude, when I'm walking up steps now, it's starting to hurt. And I'm like, yes, because your knees are getting weaker because you're not running anymore. So I was like, dude, so I literally was like, today, I got up this morning. As soon as Charity got home, got up, put my running clothes on. I was like, look, I'm going to go out, I'm going to run. It hurt. And I was like, it's going to. Like, so, like, when I started running, no, it started happening again. I'm like, no, it's going to hurt. There's nothing wrong. I've had an x-ray on it. So, I mean, I'm not being careless here.
Right.
I've had an x-ray. There's nothing wrong. It's where that bone was. So I was like, you have to run and strengthen your knee back up. It's going to hurt.
Or rehab.
In the meantime, while I've not been running, complaining about my knee, like I've put on like 8 pounds. It's like, this is how you slip into a lethargic state of just like, oh, and now I can't run. Now my knees are so bad I can't run. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, dude, like you got to strengthen your knee back up. It was literally like, what are you, like last night I had a moment where I literally slapped myself in my head. It was like, what are you doing?
I usually cuss at myself.
I mean, I'm being nice for the thing, but it was like, what are you doing, man? You're letting your knee rot away, because guess what happened? Now my other knee's getting sore. And I'm like, dude, you've got to strengthen your knees back up. So I'm like, and listen, maybe now I will say, maybe I'm going to take a different approach. Maybe I'm going to try a little more elliptical.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy running and walking outside. So I'm not going to stop that. But maybe I won't run every day on pavement.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm like, dude, you've got to strengthen it back up. That's why it hurts.
You can pull a Davenport and start using the padded track.
Yeah.
Your boy coming in.
Which one's my boy? Oh. How you doing, sir? I'm good. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man. All right. Call my wife.
Just add that to the other monies.
Yeah. Listen. Together, me and my wife make 6 figures.
Just leave it at that.
I can tell the family that. Without me, she'd still make 6 figures. But I like saying that if you put it together, that we make that. Oh boy. I don't even want to open this on camera, boy.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Shout out Blanket Baker for calling me.
Get some extra work. Honey, get 2 pieces of cheese.
Wake up.
Steve, get off of camera. You got Snoops.
What?
Cover your stuff up. Yeah, because
I don't know how much money we be making.
Yeah, they listen. So, there's somebody in here right now that's just, I gotta know what you're doing. Is this?
I'm like, yeah, well, I'm overdrawn. So I know
I'm just like, don't put that on camera.
Charity went to bi-weekly pay. It's okay if they know this. Charity went to bi-weekly pay when she switched up. We were used to her being weekly pay.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent last week like she got paid every week. And we were like,
didn't like it.
We got to
don't tell it anymore, Steve.
We got to Tuesday and we were like,
this is different.
not a check coming in.
Wings on Maben.
Okay.
Yo, your boy Maben ain't pulling it in like that.
Wing. Y'all can get a wing.
Hey, let me get one rib.
Y'all better get that wings on special today.
Nah, listen, I gotta get my listen. I make more when Jalen buys me dinner than I do here. the spare change after Jalen treats to dinner. Allison, good morning. Brandon, what's good?
Good morning.
We gotta lower the expectation, Steve, of everybody. Okay.
Oh, definitely.
I'll just spend the next
I'll just
2 months.
If they can take the court.
If listen, one game over 12, all you got to do is up our record by one game, and I
You mean what we score? If we score more than 12 points.
Well, no, I meant that's a good point. 50 points. All we got to do is 50 points. If we can get the ball up the court, Steve. If we can get the ball up the court across half court without a point guard now, we can get the ball across half court and have at least 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Oh.
I will consider this a successful season.
I'm going to get Elle. We're going to get Elle in here and talk to him about it too. We're going to be like, hey, listen, we're going to get Ellis in here, and we're going to be like,
yeah, because listen,
hey man,
listen, because here's the thing, Steve. We got to wrap Ellis up in a bubble, Steve. You know what I'm saying? We just have to wrap him up in the bubble and not even play him. Just leave him in the bubble all year.
When we see him, we're gonna talk to him as though we're gonna say, look, like this. We're gonna get real close to his face and go, "Hello, Al.
You know what?
Hope you have a good season, buddy."
Listen. Do you realize, like, if you believe in energy, y'all putting more bad energy Ellis's way, you know what I'm saying, than any other human on the planet. I don't know who gets more. It took Malik 3 seasons of really not getting hurt to even to let people know. Ellis, as soon as he goes down, if he stubs his toe.
We're Dak Prescott. This fan base is Dak. Like I hate it for L, but this fan base is Dak Prescott. I'm sorry, Tony Romo and L Ellis.
You're gonna think it into existence.
I mean, we're gonna we're gonna be watching a Bellarmine game or something. And if something happens, I knew it. No, you made it happen. You didn't know it.
You thought
you collectively walked in and went.
The juju, yeah.
It's just like
the camera indoor,
like, dude.
I mean, just frame, just so you can say I told you so.
Yeah, I just knew it. Yep. See, Steve Jerome. If I was on the radio, I would have been doing this.
And you know what too, Steve.
You are. Nobody listens.
I'm telling you. And listen, he's gonna start milking it. You remember how Malik was? Mm-hmm. You remember how every time Malik would even get his foot stepped on, like for real? Mm-hmm. Once the fan base started going, oh, with Malik, it was like, oh, they're gonna turn LS into Malik.
I know.
It's pathetic.
I'm not gonna go through warm-ups.
You're not even allowed to play. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to play until the turn.
Teams is like, I played point guard and led my team to 6A state championship game. But I mean, can you still dribble?
You can't dribble.
He's like, okay.
You just need guards. Yeah. And any guard we bring in now is a loser anyway. There are no more guards left, and we need guards. So why the fuck you talking about? Oops.
We're not allowed to say the F word on you.
It's frowned upon during daytime.
It's Kenny Klein Day too.
I know.
Kenny doesn't cuss.
You sure?
No.
No, Falon, I'm not telling the fan base to relax. I want them just to have hypertension. Just go ahead and be the cardiac cards.
Yeah, let's do it.
The entire time. Just develop medical issues because you can't just enjoy 85-degree weather, Kenny Klein Day. You can't enjoy Donovan Mitchell working out with Kamari Lands. Donovan Mitchell and Kamari Lands going back and forth. No. We need guards, Steve, but there are no guards left. And any guards left in transport, they all suck.
It's terrible.
So okay, so
I saw somebody yesterday. Look, one of the Kenny Payne haters already trying to look. I mean, DJ Wagner only had 2 points against the first game against International guys. Like, bro, you already starting to downplay DJ Wagner.
You're already starting to go at DJ Wagner.
Like, DJ Wagner is fine.
You got a gosh darn demon in your soul. Steve, you know what I said last night? Steve, I said, it's like, and we repeat this probably once a week. It's amazing what y'all need to have quote unquote content. And I was like, the reason me and Steve don't have that problem is because we talk about this sport and we're entertaining just talking about the sports. So it's like, I don't need the stupid drama-filled content to have fun talking about sports. Are y'all not having fun? Did y'all not have fun talking with Marshawn and Josh yesterday? Wasn't that fun?
See that football video come out today?
No.
It was good.
Of who?
The team working out.
You didn't send it to me?
Souders. You know what I did? I was driving.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, Souders. Oh, that's awesome.
It came out from the football?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Watch it real quick. I just want to listen to it again. I don't even want to watch it. I just listen to it. Okay. I love Souders. Okay. Boy, we got some Southern fight coaches.
Is it next? Take the next step.
Yep.
It's a 1 minute video.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's listen to it.
Hold on. I'm gonna play it for everybody else too.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Share. Let me make sure everything's closed over here. Okay. Share. You got the Southern White.
Short and simple. Hey, here's what I want to see. Hey, I want to see growth within our team. Hey, let's take the next step. Hey, our standard is different than every team. Be short and simple. Hey, here's what I want to see. Hey, I want to see growth within our team. Hey, let's take the next step. Our standard is different than everyone else. Right? We just talked about it. So demand, get on board, pull together, pull. Love together. Elite execution. Let's finish. All right, let's go. Run to win.
Run to win.
Everybody get started.
I want to see who's winning though.
Things get tough. Hey, I got you. Come on. That's what I want to see. Got me? Hey.
That's funny.
Everybody gonna be 1, 2, 3.
What'd you say, Steve?
So run to win is a Bobby Petrino phrase in the coaching world. Buttholes. That was Bobby Petrino's philosophy. Get up by enough points that in the fourth quarter you can run to win. Run the clock out. Run it, pound it.
But he just, we gotta get rid of him.
No.
I hate him.
I like what he said. I like what he's saying in there, man. Y'all hear this? It's like, hey man, our standard is different. Listen, that's a two-way street, is what he's saying. For one, we're creating a new standard here for ourselves.
Mm.
Two, what's happened the last couple of years, what's expected out of this program, your standard's different right now. Because Listen, you're a 6-win football team that these people around the country are expecting to win 8-9 games this year. Like in any given year, Louisville should be an 8-9 win team. Say, look, y'all, you say it's fair, say it's not fair, but you're going to be held to a different standard. Like a normal 6-win team or whatever is going to be, they come back in and see what they do.
Yeah, win a couple of
shit. Nah, you go win 5 this year. And it's like, I loved it, man.
Right. That's awesome. We need drama. Okay, Steve, we gotta have a show. We gotta have some drama, or we can't have a whole radio show. We need to manufacture. We need clickbait for today's show.
Jeremiah Collins decommitted from Louisville football this year.
What?
Yep.
Oh no.
He went to Mail, and then they went down to Tennessee, and he left. So the only reason you can get guys like him 3-star corners is because he's here in the city. Satterfield can't recruit Tennessee. Becoming more and more apparent.
It's becoming more and more apparent.
And it's a border state. And I mean, if you can't recruit Tennessee, then what are we doing here? I mean, I know Caleb Johnson's from Tennessee. Well, you see pictures of him lately.
Mm-mm.
You put him in the league next to each other, you're like,
who's the starter? Yeah, I need to say
that. Which one of these guys are starting?
Cheers to Kenny Klein.
Cheers to Kenny Klein. And we're losing him.
So yeah, we're gonna fall apart.
I mean,
There's your drama.
There's
your drama. How do you survive without Kenny Klein?
On top of it, you're losing him.
He's just a little more focused than the basketball.
Little boy. Like Morocco is just gonna trade places.
Yeah.
I bet that's really what it is. But Rocco bumps up, kind of does a little bit more of everything. Kenny's gonna be more in basketball. It's like Rocco does football.
Mm-hmm. Which was perfectly fine for me. Perfectly fine.
Or they may hire a new one. They may hire a new one for basketball. Kenny, Klein stays on in like an administrative role, helping the new guy.
Yeah, I don't care about titles.
What if they hired your boy Perez for that? Because he's supposed to be here in August doing something.
That'd be awesome. Michael, there's no way we make any tournaments. Are you crazy?
Tournaments. We're talking tournaments?
Tournament. There's no way we make the tournament.
You can sign the Maui. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, you don't meet the minimum guard
scholarship requirement.
Yeah, guard. You have way too many guys over 6'5" to be allowed to play in Maui.
Y'all only have 2 potential first rounders in the Maui. Y'all want to play in the Maui.
Brandon Huntley Hatfield. Yeah, he's well, at least we'll probably get through the Maui with a point guard. Probably right after that, we won't have no point guards. 2 games max. Y'all don't have enough guards to be allowed in the ACC. You're gonna have to pull your ACC membership card. Yep, told you. What does that say about Kenny Payne's roster management?
Right.
They kicked us out to Maui for not having guards. No, seriously, Steve. If we can get the ball across half court 10 times.
Well, we're gonna probably put in like a Hoosier style offense.
But you can't listen. No, it doesn't matter the offense you run when you get down to this end of the floor.
What I'm saying, he'll just be like, everybody just pass.
Just cut hard off the ball.
Just pass it. We're gonna do quick passes.
Or it's possible we could do. Find a way to get the ball up the court and give it to Sydney on the block.
Uh-huh. Yeah. We're gonna work on those drills, like I said, like Hoosiers. Ball don't hit the ground.
Yeah, just like, hey, Steve, it's almost impossible to like score without a point guard when like who's gonna get the ball to Sidney Curry?
I know.
You think we have a guy on the team who might be capable of getting the ball up?
Put one guy here.
You think Master P's son can get the ball up the court just to get it to Sidney Curry, Jalen Withers, or Brandon Huntley Hatfield?
No.
Is that just impossible?
No. We don't have Devin Reed yet.
But all I know is he can't dribble.
Yeah,
Nobody can dribble.
What I do know.
They're gonna take. Listen, ironically, we had the best defensive guard in college last year. We didn't know how to use it.
I know.
But it's not like we're gonna be. They got us playing against Jared West every single game, not even being able to get the ball up the court. Jared West when he was at his best on defense.
Jared West, Russ Smith. He's a dime a dozen.
Yeah. We're playing against Peyton Siva and Russ Smith every game.
ACC.
Every game. Yeah, that's
Kihei
what
Clark come back.
You know we can't get it past Kihei
Clark's
Clark.
gonna chew L. Ellis up. Like we know that. That's a given.
Yeah, listen. Oh, because I know if we manage to get the ball up the court, I know, let's just say hypothetically, Kihei Clark had to guard on this end, had to guard a Kamari Lance or something.
Yeah, 6'8". Well,
Yeah.
it was like a foot difference.
Let's let Jalen Withers bring the ball up the court against their big man, and then go to Kamari Lance versus Kihei Clark on this end. Yeah, because you got to be able. Kamari has to be able to shake and bake and get.
But Kenny Payne and Nolan Smith at that point, even if you do get it up there, Kenny Payne, Nolan Smith, Danny Manning are three jackasses, and God knows they can't draw up an offense that would cater to the fact that this roster may have a few
advantages.
No, that's what I'm saying. You got to find the advantage a little more than just what we like to say, roll the ball out there.
Yeah, punting on the whole season.
I know.
Now we're saying it out loud.
I mean, because we have 9. Carolina played with 8 last year and made it to the championship game. But 9, it's like 9's that number. Well, we'll have 10 if Fabio comes, and God knows. I mean, you got 10.
Yeah, but Hubert Davis was on the sideline, but he's been coaching before, right?
Yeah.
But Hubert Davis has been.
Yeah.
Oh, but their roster was just so much more talented.
Kenny Payne was only in I know that they almost lost to us.
Yeah.
Our worst team in years.
We had the worst team since 1937, and we had them on the rope.
Almost beat him heads up.
Listen, they couldn't handle Sidney Curry, and we just threw in. Listen, they couldn't handle Sidney Curry. Jalen Withers had a terrible season, and we sprinkled in Brandon Huntley Hatfield, a coaching staff, and Roosevelt Willard.
Ridiculous.
Against the same North Carolina team. There's no way we get any better. Because keep in mind, Steve, that was our greatest game in history that we played against Carolina.
Right.
Yeah, but the referees, they didn't have anything to do with that game either. They stole it.
I mean, they beat us last year in that game here. I mean, to be fair, Sidney Curry had 10 and 6. L. Ellis only had 25 in that game.
That's the only way we stayed in the game.
Right.
So and we didn't have any talent.
And at their place, when they won by 7.
Damn, they blew us out by 7?
Mm-hmm.
At Chapel Hill?
At Chapel Hill. Now, to be fair, Sidney Curry didn't play that game. Because that was the game that Mike Pegues decided he was going to teach Sidney a lesson.
Sidney Curry didn't even play in North Carolina, and they wiped the floor with us by 7.
Jalen Withers only had 10 and 7 in that game. He sucked butt last year, remember? Ellis only had 7, 4, and 3 in that game. So, I mean, that's to be fair.
But Jared West dominated, so.
Oh, Sidney Curry did play. Sidney Curry played 6 minutes. Because remember, that was the game where Mike Pegues was punishing him until the second half when we started making a comeback. And he's like, because that was we were down by like 20 and come back. And then we decided, you know what? I'm going to play Sidney. You've been punished enough. Get to the game. Okay.
But Malik, on the other hand,
No, it's 10 o'clock.
do we have a producer at all?
I don't know.
Okay, y'all. Let's get ready to get set up and have some kind of show. Hold on. Let's set up to do some kind of show. There you go. I can't believe I wasn't setting up the I wasn't setting up the oh, look who just showed up, everybody. Hold on, let me find the rig. There it is.
Providing superior color output to include spot varnish options, duplicator sales, Derby City Litho, corporate mailing systems, Ricoh, and Sabbath.
Just whistle for duplicator sales and service.
Phone 589-5555. Online at duplicatorsales.net. 831 East Broadway in Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown and Lexington.
UPS is hiring day sort warehouse workers in our Louisville, Kentucky hub. Our warehouses are team settings where everyone truly has each other's backs, and we work together to deliver what matters to customers and communities. We're paying $20 an hour and offer great benefits, including up to $25,000 in tuition assistance. Eligibility begins the day you're hired. Shift your future, shift your team, shift your life. Visit upsjobs.com to apply. That's upsjobs.com. Make the shift, make a difference.
Yeah, it's that good. There's pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the sign I see on your face. It's that good. Yes, it is, and we deliver it. Oh, oh, oh. Taste is fun. Yes, it is. We guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good. There's pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Make it rain! Make it rain!
When you're in pain, attorney Phil Rich makes it rain. Growing up in Louisville's Portland community, this Trinity and University of Louisville graduate knows how to fight for you. Whether you were injured in an accident or hurt on the job, Phil Rich specializes in personal injury, auto accidents, and workers' comp claims. Don't settle for less. Go with someone from this city. Remember, when you're in pain, Phil Rich makes it rain.
It makes it rain! It's raining! He's from Portland!
This is an advertisement.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Phil.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
It's that time of year, the return of the local ESPY Awards. We're taking your nominations now through July 8th for 6 categories, including Male and Female College Athlete of the Year, Male and Female High School Athlete of the Year, our Perseverance Award, and Team of the Year presented by QC Kinetics. Send us your nominations today on the UPS Jobs text line, on our Facebook pages, or give any of our local shows a call. It's the local ESPY Awards presented by ESPN Louisville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs and Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's looking. Now look at the steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You're about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this. Woo! Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And on such a beautiful day, how can you have so much drama change to so much positivity by being here with us? Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
Man, we are stringing together some beautiful days outside. Listen, we didn't get to talk about it yesterday because obviously we had the interview, we had some things going on, but kickball the other night was one of the most beautiful evenings. It felt like we were in a fall kickball league.
It was very nice.
Oh my gosh, it felt beautiful, man. By the way, team's looking good.
Oh, no, that's impossible,
man.
Because less than 1 week ago, there's this producer who sounds like the Louisville fan base talking about, man, we don't have this.
Now, don't put it on the entire Louisville fan base. A couple people on Twitter.
Right. Sorry, that was a low blow.
I was irritated, pissing and moaning because
I was irritated.
They were wrong.
Nikki, I'm sorry. I shouldn't put that on you.
It's fair. It's okay. It's okay. I deserve something.
I didn't like your bad attitude.
No, put it on Nikki.
Yeah.
I'm saying the fan base.
I
know. Yeah, Nick was doing
I didn't like your attitude when you came in, especially after I talked to Steve. And I'll treat you like I'll treat some of these people. I don't like their attitude.
I mean, we literally, that first game, like, it ended up being
you're learning the rules
a little bit more. It ended up being double digits, but it's like there were 2 plays in which we had people probably in the wrong position.
Yeah.
That like ball just went over their head and it was like they scored a couple runs that they wouldn't have scored. I mean, it's kickball. Like this last game we had, there was 2 guys. I mean, there was multiple times. There was a guy and a girl, 2-3 people on base with 1-2 outs, and they didn't score a run. Well, you know,
we locked it down.
Yeah, we knew what we were doing, and I think we would have. Jack Grossman made a blunder.
Yeah, our boy
Jack played good though.
A blunder.
Yes.
No, Jack's a part of the team. Like I'm not knocking Jack.
Well, he will acknowledge.
Had a little base knock.
I think he'll acknowledge.
Is he good for accountability?
I made a blunder too, though. I'm like there was one, and they might have scored, but I tried to be a hero, and it was kind of going out of bounds, and I thought I could get my hand on it and just kind of hit the dude in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did, it wasn't Jack's fault. He didn't know I was going to do it. So, like, I did it, and I kind of missed him, and then Jack had ran up, so the ball went, and I think they scored a run. So that runs on me.
Yep.
You know, and then, but, like.
You knew your mistakes.
He had a moment where if he hadn't went home and just kind of ate it, I think we would have won the game. You know, and I think we'd have won anyways because we did have kind of one of our dudes. Who's my guy? He's awesome.
Oh, Pat PK.
No. He's awesome, too. Yes. But no.
Jason?
No, yellow shirt.
Oh, Hans. My boy Hans.
He's awesome.
Hans Van Hamburg.
He's
he was the star player of the Nuggets. Him and Tori. Hans Van Hamburg.
Yeah, no, he's good. But like he tried to push it out at the end. Like he's one of our better players, and he just tried to push it out at the end and got thrown out. I think thrown out there. So it was like we have a good we got it together. Yeah.
The thing is, we are running deep. Team Nick Valvano because I signed the waiver wrong.
There's gonna have to be some cuts.
A little. I mean, seriously, Marcus, we look like a football team on the sideline. It's great.
Yeah, we got too many. Because we got a good team. Especially if we could just keep the people in positions.
You think Nicky is willing to cut somebody?
We're gonna have to.
I will say this. First off, I should answer the phone. So typical. Turn my mic on.
No, you go ahead.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you go ahead and answer the phone. I found my calling. I think as a pitcher.
Yeah. You did it with your hand.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Had a couple double plays. You know, I got
Somebody was pissed about us talking too much kickball early in the show.
I don't care. Go listen to Issel. Matt Jones.
That's option B and C.
Have at it if you want. It's up to you. Sorry, it is.
Are we gonna get Pops Bates on here?
We have to.
We have to get Pops Bates on here.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're gonna just check you out from afar.
We'll get to the fiasco.
AEW was awesome, Nikki.
Yeah, he's just full blown conversation. He's done.
Is he doing the whole Brian Hall right now?
Yeah.
Like, remember we used to call?
Is it hot in here?
It is very hot. I came in here and Steve, I turned on the air conditioning the moment I got in here.
I mean, DFH, like
West End way.
Our mini split works perfectly. So
Nikki, Steve made me watch AEW last night.
Ooh, Blood and Guts.
Yeah. I made him watch Blood and Guts, man.
Yeah, I was busy fusing fireworks, but I went back and watched the highlights. Man.
I didn't think I kind of thought he would, because like when we were talking, like I said, I think we've learned each other. I was like, I think he's going to. And then when I called you and you were shopping already, I was like, oh, he already made his little Kroger trip too. So I was like, he's gonna go back and actually watch it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Nick, this is what happened to me. So then I'm watching the show and I'm like, man, I'm critiquing it. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if it's as good as oh, come on, y'all. Like, you know, I'm kind of like,
oh, because I
need more.
Want me to have a good
yeah. So like now I'm watching it nervous the whole time. Like, all right, because like a Blood and Guts match, it's an hour long.
Right.
So I'm like, I almost want to call Marcus and tell him, hey man, these matches are like a movie. Like they start strong. And,
right. You have to start defending it. It's like, guys, you guys are auditioning for my friend's attention here. Like, come on.
You know how a long match like that is.
Right.
Like, it starts strong. And then it's like a movie.
Yeah.
It gets kind of
commercial breaks. You got to.
They did too many. I will say that's a critique I have. They did too many cutouts in that match. They should have loaded up somewhere and made it and talked with TBS and only had a couple. Even though they do picture in picture, it was too many.
I will say this. I will say, Steve, if a guy takes a fork and jabs it in your eye like the one dude was doing, and he was raking it and jabbing it in his eye, right? I'm pretty sure 4 minutes of laying on the ground screaming and crying is efficient.
Yeah.
It's amazing how he recovered from that. Because a guy like me, if somebody was jabbing me in the eye with a fork, I think I would retire from that match.
Yeah.
It's, that's enough. We'll take a ping pong.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. But
when the guy mushed his face against the steel gate and started raking it back and forth.
The old cheese grater.
Yeah, the cheese grater. I probably would have. Hey, let me just lay down here for a little while.
I don't know.
Their recovery was amazing.
I was just like, could have been better. But like, it was awesome. I liked it, but like when like it's almost like I wanted to call Marks back. I mean, they do better stuff. Like, I mean, that was good, but like they do better stuff. Like,
is it weird? Like, I mean, obviously the Sammy Guevara spot was crazy, and incredible. I mean, someone's getting hucked off. I mean, that's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't love the finish.
I did.
I mean, I saw what they were going for. Well, I know that they're like hinting at, this rivalry between Kingston and Claudio and everything, but like
they're gonna get so pissed off at us.
Yeah, but at the end of it, it seemed like Claudio was being like really friendly. And I was like, they didn't build that tension.
Well,
enough.
yeah, but I agree with you. But Kingston was hurt. You can read his lips.
I even read that. West End Wayne, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
It's a good call.
Hey guys,
It's fair.
It's been
Yeah.
a minute since I called in last time.
Thought you were mad at us.
No, not for real. But I listen to you. I listen every day. When I start at, I want to start by, first of all, Nikki yesterday. Man, Nikki's part of the crew. He ain't going nowhere, man. He's part of it.
Right.
So, but I think Louisville as a program right now, guys, has so much positive going on. I don't want to become this fan base to where I read a lot and listen to a lot of people that every time we don't land a kid, it's, oh, we didn't need him, we didn't want him, all that. Don't become that fan base, man. These guys have a lot of opportunities at other places besides just us, although we're going to pick our place over everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But they all got their own agendas and things in life going on that we may not know about.
Right.
But every time I see Coach Payne in an interview, like with Kent Taylor, I think it is on Wave 3, man, I don't know, there's something about that guy, man. I love him, man. He just brings a good feeling to me. I think he's in it for the good of the kids, and that's what I'm in it for. I want to win, just like everybody else, but I'm in it for the kids as well. And I think Satch's doing a great job, his recruiting, but he's still going to have to, beat Kentucky.
Right.
He's going to have to put on the wins, but he's got the talent now to finally do it. As we all like to say, the big behinds are starting to come in. And that's what it takes to win. We all know that. And last thing is Steve doing it up at the swimming pool. Come on, guys. Give it up for him, hey, brother.
Man.
Have a good day.
Same.
Appreciate it, man.
Naeem.
Yeah, I had a great time. It was nice. It was out at the pool. And we got the little splash pad one over there. We went to it's called the kids one,
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. It was a good time.
Naeem, thanks for joining
White's
us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good.
So, Marcus, there's a guy. I work FedEx, right? There's a guy on my route who mistakenly thought it was you yesterday. He pointed me out. He's like, middays with Marcus Maben. I'm like, huh? It's middays with Marcus Maben. He's like, oh, yeah. How you doing? So, yeah, I had to be like you for a little bit yesterday.
That's fine. I can handle it.
That's awesome.
But also, I'm doing a podcast with my boy Cody. He told you about it a couple of times. It's called the High 502 Podcast. Just want to give a quick shout out.
Absolutely, man.
Okay, yeah. Sure. I did just get it, and I'm sharing it as we speak.
Good deal, man.
Right.
I got you.
Sounds good. Appreciate y'all.
All right,
Appreciate it.
I'm okay with self-promotion.
Right. Right.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, so Steve.
Okay.
The saga's over?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just beginning?
No, I think it's over. I think we now are able to settle in a little bit and take a deep breath and go, okay, this is the roster. You say, okay, this is it. I don't think, outside of I think Fabio will be a part of the team this year, over the next few weeks or whatever, but you add that and I think you say, okay, this is the team. Yeah. So and that's there's good and bad to that. The good is that you have.
Is it time to start lowering the expectations?
Well, it depends on what your expectations were, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what were the expectations? I think as far as
I want you to know that I'm being extremely sarcastic when I say that. No, yeah. I'm not lowering my expectations on this team.
No. Because I think there's a lot of talent on this team. I think that's the case. As far as,
do you think this is a talented team?
Yes.
In the ACC?
Yes.
How many games? And I don't want you to go through the numbers necessarily in your brain, but just quick number. How many games do you think last year did you just think they just can smush us with talent?
Not many. As far as that goes, but this is a different team too, than that team, because there's a lot of pieces that were in the games there that won't be now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would have to do more individually.
Yeah.
Like,
so let me stop you right there. I'm gonna make a couple statements. You can kind of play.
Yeah.
Marcus Maben feels like the more talented players on last year's team were the guys sitting the bench most of the year. Marcus Maben feels like the more talented guys are the ones playing. Nikki,
what's he doing? Do we lose Nick? Oh,
there was two. There was two calls simultaneously.
Nick's doing things. Nick's busy.
He was in his own.
I mean, I know y'all want to get on the show, but
did he put the phone on mute back there?
Listen, Nick's got things to do. I mean,
okay, Steve. I think our more talented players were sitting the bench last year.
Okay.
My criticisms on Coach Mack and Coach Pegues, and you can go back, are the same. Hey, Malik, talent-wise, you know what I'm saying? Either injury or whatever, we should be playing Roosevelt. We should be playing Sydney. We should be playing Jalen. Coach Mack and Coach Pegues were hell or high water, Steve.
Yeah.
They were going to play Noah Locke, who talent-wise was not as good as the other guys, right?
Yeah.
So between Noah, Jared, which I had no problem with if you turn Jared loose, but Jared West holding up one finger and dribbling and staying in front of your guy, he's useless spot on the floor.
Yeah.
Not useless, but you understand what I'm saying? You're not getting out a lot of it. So between Noah, Jared, Malik, left Matt Cross on the bench a lot too. Who else am I thinking? Who else played a lot? Who else? I was okay with him playing DeAndre.
Yeah, look, that's sad. I'm like, man, who was on the team last year? Yeah, DeAndre is one that
who all transferred? Noah, Matt, Jared graduated.
In hindsight,
Malik graduated.
DeAndre Davis is one that I wish. Not in hindsight. I mean, we said it when we go around. He's one that you wish you could have kept. I think out of all of the other ones, there's really not one other. Even with our guard situation, I'm like,
yes,
I wouldn't have kept any of the other ones.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
DeAndre, yes.
Even system wise, I just want DeAndre because he's smart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I don't have to have him, but I would like to have DeAndre.
Well, I don't think the system's great for DeAndre that we're going to play. Yeah.
So I was kind of like, for DeAndre's sake, I'd rather see him somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I don't even have a selfish part that wants DeAndre here. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But think about it. Our most talented guy, Jalen, I showed you what I thought last year on the video breakdowns. When Malik was in the game, Jalen Withers was looking to get the ball to Malik.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So many of his turnovers were him trying to get the ball to Malik.
Yeah.
They and most of Ellis's things that he scored on were one-on-one isolation. Give him the ball and get out the way.
Just go get buckets. Which, now let me be clear, just to play devil's advocate, I think will be. You're okay.
Sorry. Yeah. No, just keep going.
We're going to try to make you look.
Yeah. Do you think you think you're going to play that sound and we're just going to keep going? Like, we're not going to point out that you completely screwed up right in the middle of the show.
What fun would that be?
Like we're all
that was intentional. I can't explain it.
I'll revisit this. Who should we go? Who should we take?
Leo,
thanks for joining 93.9. What's on your mind?
I heard that sound. I thought my phone exploded.
Yeah, we all did. We were like, what was that?
No, I'm trying not to be a homer, but generally I'm a very, very pessimistic person, except when it comes to my sport teams. And I'm going back and forth here, like what you guys are talking about, okay, who can do this? Who can fill this spot? And then when I make analogies, I'm big on making analogies, whether it's from a movie or whatever. And when you make an analogy, if I say, hey, that quarterback reminds me of Brett Favre, I'm not saying, it's like when you say, Malik reminds me of Lamar. I'm not saying Malik is Lamar.
Right.
I can't stand when people come back and say, how could you
Well,
say
you
that?
damn sure don't want to get in radio. If,
God.
If you
Yeah.
Good luck
It's
with
like,
that.
Look up analogy, and then we'll talk. Where I keep going back and forth with this team, and where you get with Coach Payne, what I think he's going to do, and Coach Pitino did it all the time too, is that you build you put in place your system and whatever with what you got, and like Petrino did that with Lamar. He didn't put him in a classic drop back. He tailed it around him. So where I keep coming back to, and I hope I'm not getting long-winded, just tell me to wrap it up.
You're good.
Do you remember the Nevada team that Musselman took to I think it was the Elite Eight of
Elite
the
Eight.
16?
Yep.
They only had, like, if I remember, maybe I'm crazy, they only had 7 scholarship players.
Yep.
And I looked at Ken Palm. They were still number 1 in offensive efficiency. Now not number 1. They were way up there. I don't know if they were running and gunning, but where I keep coming back to, and Rick's team, the first Final Four team with Taekwon playing point, but he wasn't a point. We had Cisco was more the point and things like that. Where I'm going with this is, we want to run. You can see the systems running. They're getting them, in shape for running. But I think what we'll try to see is, of course he's smart. He knows what he's doing. Okay, when L needs to sit, I can get maybe Fabio or heck, even, Hersey or whoever in for 5-10 minutes. And, we can, run different things. For this time, we're going to pound it inside. We're going to put maybe 4, 6, 10 guys in and just pound it inside. The only concern I have is with James's Achilles, because he can play guard.
Yeah.
You watch his highlight, man, he can play anything. So who fits where? I'm interested in where you guys think who fits where, who can slide into this. It's not so much, it really isn't so much basketball, especially college ball, isn't about, starting fives and I'll wrap this up. I apologize.
No,
I
you're
just
good,
remember, I remember Coach, I'm going to show my age here. I remember Coach McGuire, a long time ago, Al McGuire saying he really he didn't believe in, and I thought this is where Coach Mack went wrong. He was building him up to be like the linebacker unit, with the Cards, rather than, and I think that kind of messed with their shooting a little bit. And, it can mess with explosiveness. And like in baseball, all those injuries during the steroid eras, guys are getting so big when they're exploding off the base or they're exploding off the plate, they're getting hurt. So, Coach McGuire said, you like those long, lean, muscular type, like Coach Pitino did. And I think you're seeing that with Coach Payne. And so I worry about what is it going to do with Achilles, with Rose and James, and how do they then fit into filling in maybe a position here, like a 3 spot, or will you see Jalen at the 3? I'm curious what you guys can, put your minds together, especially you, Marcus, who knows so much more about basketball than I do, where you can see somebody, because you've touched on it, like with Florida State, who can rotate over for those 10 minutes that maybe they're not used to it, but they have the skill set that can translate, because all we need is 10 minutes. What are your thoughts on that? And again, love you guys. Love the show. Keep up the awesome work. Talk to you soon.
Appreciate
the call. Couple ways to address this.
And y'all don't have to apologize on a day like today. This is the day where
we're having conversations.
We're figuring it out. As a fan base.
Okay, so here's the thing, Steve. First of all, I'm gonna stop being so hypersensitive to the word worry, right? Because worry has been agitating me.
Mm-hmm. Worry hasn't me.
Yeah, right.
Like panic is the one where I'm like,
I realized I'm hypersensitive for people because I'm like worried. Like you're starting. This is your starting point. What you should be.
Yeah, when you're panicking. Now, like I said, I don't even pay attention to the ones. It's like, what are those?
Yeah, worry.
Kenny Payne fanboys and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, okay.
But when you do so basically, the word worry has been agitating me. But it's like, okay, you worry every time your kid jumps off a 1 foot a little curb or something. So yeah, technically you can't use the word worry without me biting your head off, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Leo, I keep on trying to paint this picture, not because it's a narrative. It's because I've been on teams where Reese is in foul trouble. Marcus is running the point. You know what I'm saying? Even when Marcus is running the point,
that worked out great.
What you do is listen. Okay, no, don't be a. So here's the thing.
Boosting all our confidence.
Here's the thing.
Joking. I'm messing with you. Yeah.
L. Ellis sat right in here. He said,
"Yeah,
Jalen. Okay, we're going to have a ball handling advantage at a position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Period. Okay, let's just say L's out the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's in the game randomly? Jalen, Kamari, Devin, Sid, and Brandon Huntley Hatfield. Okay, let's say the other team has 3 guards out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Withers is going to be able to bring up the ball on his man.
Yeah.
You know, Sidney Curry's probably the only guy that can't bring up the ball, and we haven't seen him, do much dribbling off.
No,
so Sidney Curry.
No, listen,
he's my guy.
We're not caveating.
Okay,
bless his heart.
Okay,
we throw the ball at him.
Listen, I've watched Dame, and y'all will know these names. You can, like, when you go Francisco Garcia, like, they don't come in as point guards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you find out who can handle the ball. We're going to have advantages at some position where it's going to be the other team's Matt Cross is going to be guarding Kamari Lands. Okay.
Did we just? What? Are we gonna do that?
What?
We loved Matt. Now we're just like
his defense was.
Now we're just turning Matt
No. Matt's defense.
Matt Cross.
I didn't worry about him on the defense.
All right, fair enough.
If Matt Cross is guarding Kamari Lands, would you feel like we can get the ball up the court?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
If Matt Cross was guarding Jalen Withers, do you think we can get the ball up the court?
Okay, point made.
If Matt Cross was guarding Brandon Huntley
can't play defense. Okay, God. Yeah, keep it going.
If Matt Cross was guarding Devin Reed, do you think we could get the ball?
Worst player we ever had.
Every team has a Matt Cross.
Yeah, worst player we ever had. I don't know why.
We're getting the ball just fine up the court.
I know.
So now we get up the court. Now we have a motion offense.
Yeah.
So it's not going to look weird, y'all. It's not going to look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't know if we can wrap it.
No, you're making
motion offense. You know, you're swinging the ball and you're setting screens away. You can run a pick and roll with 6 guys on this team already that you can run pick and rolls with.
Yeah.
You don't think Jalen Withers and Sidney Curry?
Let me say this. And I know we got a loaded phone line. I want to get people in because I know people want to talk.
Sorry about that, y'all.
No. You're good.
And I'll be getting out.
I know why I said. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm good. Here's the thing though. You're going to have to. I mean, Kenny Payne. We're going to find out early too with some things because they're going to have to. And I think what they will do is they're going to have to be more tactical this year. And they're going to have to exploit matchups.
Right.
They're going to have to put Kamari Lands in situations where he can shoot over a guy. Like, they're going to have to put Brandon Huntley Hatfield in. Like, we're going to have to work a little more as much as I think we are going to have some teams where we can kind of say, just go ball.
You think we'll have a good offensive rebounding team?
Yes. I do think we'll have a good offensive rebounding team.
Do you think we'll have a good defensive team?
To be determined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's our worst defensive player right now?
Ooh. Jalen Withers? On the perimeter? Right?
Is that what you think?
Maybe.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Who should I take up next, Nikki?
Looks like
Chris, fire away, my man.
What's up, man? Rummage?
Feeling good.
Rummage, I'm getting ready to get on the golf course, man. If you're scared, just say you're scared.
Oh, man.
You don't want to come to Indiana? I understand. Just say it.
Just don't want to come to Indiana. That we'll go with that.
Yeah, it's a whole nother country for you Kentucky people. So here's what I'm saying. In a short memory, how close were we to Carolina last year? We were right on the brink of being as good as Carolina. Will we not agree with that?
Well, in our games with them, yeah.
So Carolina last year goes to the Final Four playing a rotation of 6, sometimes 7,
Mm-hmm.
and we're worried about having non-scholarship players. I don't get it.
And it probably will end up being 10, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but we watched the first-year coach in our league play with non-traditional players, played with 2 guards that were basically shooting guards. Leaky, whatever, Black is probably a worse shooter than Matt Cross. I can't believe you're dogging on him like that, Marcus. But I mean, we're going to be fine. Everybody, I think what you should do, Maven and Ramage, you know how you don't do birthdays on here, you don't give age?
Right.
We should stop talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No more position players. Don't worry about 1s. Don't worry about 2s. We're going to have basketball players, and we're going to play basketball. There's no one in our league besides Florida State that pressures the ball enough where you would have to even worry about that. Everybody just lets you bring the ball off the court. What are we so worried about? We'll get the ball off the court. We'll get into offense. Hopefully, we'll create more offense with defense than we have to worry about even bringing the ball off the court.
Thank you.
Calm down. Enjoy this.
Or
I'll get off and I'll listen to you.
And Chris,
Go ahead.
I appreciate the call. I appreciate the call, Chris. Or don't calm down. Or stay excited. But to his point, great. It was a great call as far as maybe our defense will create some offense. Maybe our transition will look a lot better. Maybe we'll have 1,000 more ways to score points that we did not lose that. We were not a good offensive rebounding team last year. We were not. Our transition was non-existent last year. We did not create turnovers on defense. We forced tough shots, did not create, but that was our style of play.
Yeah.
Our style is going to be different. You think Jalen Withers is the worst perimeter defender?
Yeah, I mean, and that's just me going off of people saying Kamari Lands can really play some D.
Okay, so you're saying L. Ellis can D up
because my starting five.
Okay.
Well, and Mike, we'll see. I mean, my starting 5 right now, I believe, when the season starts, is going to be L. Ellis, Kamari Lands, Jalen Withers, Brandon, and Sydney.
I think Devin Reed will be the weakest defender.
Well, yeah, on the whole team.
Skinny. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like in a starting 5.
I think Jalen Withers is one of our better defenders.
Oh, I think it's definitely Devin Reed if we're doing that. Yeah.
Sydney gonna have to D up.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like Sydney, Coach Mac's style might have been perfect to hide Sydney. I want to know if Sydney can D up.
I just think Sydney's going to guard guys that the style doesn't matter.
Okay, he's going to guard the bangers.
Yeah.
They're going to put him on the biggest body.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to matter. I think he's going to be underneath. He's going to wind up underneath anyways. I mean, if anything, Sydney's going to have a super advantage offensively because he can run the floor so well.
Who we got up next?
Carlos,
fire away, my man. Carlos, fire away.
This is Eric. Am I on the line?
Oh yeah, Eric.
This is Paul. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. What's going on? Sorry, Carlos.
I think what I'm seeing is we're forgetting that there's still haters out there, and we're taking little. They love the Armani's not coming there. All of those articles, they love it. Louisville loses another one, but look, here's what I'm thinking. We got the coach we wanted, and he has that look in his eye that I'm not worried about it. Somebody going to step up like Curry. Curry looks like he wants to go pro, and he will benefit a lot from him. And I think this team's going to overachieve. I don't know why everybody's like, if we make 500, that's an achieve. I don't think that's. I think it's going to be explosive, and I think everybody's worried for no reason.
Yeah.
The other thing is somebody's going to make a step up from being around coach, and I think it's going to be Curry the most. I really do. I think Sidney Curry has the potential to be a bulldog. And then also, L. Ellis always scared me with the frantic pace and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But with the right coaching and that look in his eye, I'm telling you, there's something. I've had many coaches I've coached. There's a certain vibe that you get from certain people.
Right.
There's no games. Like when that coach looks at you, it's no games. They could do it to Mac because Mac was used to guys just falling in line. But when things don't go your way, that coach, you look over, you're like, I better get in line. L. Ellis will benefit from him as well. I think he'll do what he needs him to do. And I think we are better off not getting Imani Bates of the world because if we then win, it's because of that. Whether the guy scores 6 points a game or whatever, it won't matter. That'll be, they got all the transfer portal. I'd rather take this team and overachieve in his first year than get all the breaks and all the luck
of getting these supposed superstars,
right?
Who, by the way, are like Kwame Browns of the world. Kwame Brown had all the potential, but he just really wasn't a baller and didn't love it. This Imani Bates kid clearly doesn't want the pressure of being at a Louisville.
You don't think Kwame Brown?
Oh God, you got Kwame Brown's Marcus's guy.
You don't think Kwame Brown wanted it?
Thanks a lot, Hall.
I don't, man. I don't. And I'll tell you this. I was actually working for the Wizards when they turned into the Wizards. I was there with the Bulls and worked for Wes. So I'm in the arena, and I'm watching practices. I'm watching games, and I'm seeing Jordan pump this kid to try to get him to come alive, and he fades every
think
time.
Michael Jordan was punking him to get him to come alive?
Michael Jordan punked Kwame Brown so bad.
Michael Jordan didn't want Kwame Brown there.
I was there. I'm sorry. You might not want to hear it, but I was there.
Let me ask you this.
I'm telling you.
Did Michael Jordan want to trade Kwame Brown?
Do what now?
Did Michael Jordan want to trade Kwame Brown?
No,
for the Duke kid.
Was a player. Well, no, the first year when Michael was playing with him and trying to get him to come alive. That's the year I'm talking about. Later, I'm not worried about it when Michael starts being an executive. I'm talking Michael's first year on the Wizards and practices. It was over. The kid just didn't fight back, and Michael wasn't having that. And I don't think that was not every kid needs to be groomed the same way, but that's the way it was.
Michael Jordan was punking
just didn't work.
a 17-year-old Kwame Brown. What was he supposed to do? Smack Jordan?
Yes.
Yes. What?
Yes. You got to swing it. Look, if your big brother keeps punking you, you got to swing at some point.
Listen.
Even if you know you're going to get beat up.
Nikki, you get his number because I want to talk to him. Hey, listen, will you pass along your phone number
to
to
Rod Strickland crew, that team that went to the '96 finals?
I want
I know all of those. Rasheed Wallace, all of them.
We're gonna have.
Been,
I want to drink with you. We're
we
gonna
should have a drink.
We're gonna have to have a drink. Please get.
We should have a drink.
Will you hang up and call Nikki right now, or can you
Hall,
get his
message me on. You got a Twitter, Hall? DM me, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I don't do Twitter, but I do Instagram, Facebook. I'll just I'll call the line again. You get my info.
There it is.
That'll do.
Perfect.
All right,
Perfect.
fellas.
I appreciate it, Hall.
You have a good one. I love the show. Love the show,
Appreciate
you, man.
Later, guys.
Carlos next.
Carlos.
Hey! How's it going, guys?
Good.
And forgive my disposition, but right now, man, I am so pissed because it seems like to me, I'm listening to a whole lot of so-called Mr. Know-it-alls when it comes down to basketball, and it's just me, and I could be the most ignorant son of a gun on the planet, but it seems like to me that everybody is sleeping on L. Ellis and his abilities on the basketball court. Man, his ball handling abilities, his ability to distribute the ball. This kid he can create his own shot. He's going to be a nightmare for defenses. And not only that, he's a lockdown defender. But it seems like all I'm hearing is, well, we don't have a point guard. We need a point guard. We need a wing. Man, this kid is going to be in a situation where they're going to double team him. He's going to distribute the ball down the post.
He needs to get this out.
He's going to be a nightmare for defenses. And all I can say is look out for L. Ellis because this kid is the real deal. I had the opportunity to look at some of the film on him. And Marcus, I can't say what I want to say for real. I'll save it for your podcast. By the way, it's a good podcast, brother. But everybody needs to relax, chill, and wait to see what's going to happen this year because I really feel that Coach Payne is going to put emphasis on defense. They're going to be lockdown defenders and going to create offense from this defense, and they're going to let these kids run and go doo-doo wild on everybody.
Carlos, I appreciate the call. Carlos, to your point with L. Ellis, nobody's sleeping on him. Nobody's sleeping on him. You know what they're doing? And yeah, I appreciate the call. They're accepting L. Ellis, but they're looking for the future wreckage.
Yeah.
They're making scenarios that are going to happen in their minds. They're creating problems that are they're forcing problems to occur down the road. And then they're saying, okay, when this problem happens, then we're going to be in trouble. It's not because they don't respect L. Ellis. They do respect L. Ellis. There's this impending doom.
Well, I think days like today to remind you what me and you talked about last night on the phone, and what I said earlier. Like the fan base isn't, just because a couple people are, gonna get on there and they're mad that Kenny. They didn't want Kenny Payne, so they don't want to be wrong.
Don't call in.
Like, but today you hear like the fan base is not like
panic.
Yeah. It's like, dude, like we were all able to dream a little bit. Tyrese Hunter,
just get the whole squad. Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna get a squad. Like maybe we're gonna do something.
But again, the dreaming was before we knew how resolute he was about not doing NIL.
Sure,
because we thought we was gonna bludgeon people with NIL and 502 circle stuff.
Right.
Are these new calls here? I will not take Kwame Brown slander. I am going to cut that up and I'm gonna send it to Kwame. I'm sending it straight to him. I'm tagging him. I'm gonna need y'all to retweet it too, because I'm reaching out to Kwame on that one.
So bad. I was like, since he said it, I'm like, oh God.
Yes.
Like, here we go.
Yes, we got
it's a hot button topic.
We're gonna have a problem.
He's just a troublemaker. And now he's out there really causing trouble.
I was like, what? He just didn't have Michael Jordan was
he's doing these little videos now.
Michael Jordan was 40 years old. Kwame Brown was 17.
Somebody said I'm adopting ape doo-doo wild into my vernacular.
Urban Dictionary.
Do we need to take these, Nick? Or do you want to take a break? Or do you want to, you just want to chat with them? Or we can do whatever.
I figure.
Sorry, phones are ringing off the hook.
Good. Yeah, and I'm gonna be jumping out of here, so we just gonna take it up to the top of the hour.
Yeah, it's almost like we have a lot of listeners who care.
That's awesome, man.
I feel like that's very important for advertisers.
Did you get the number for me?
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
So who should we take?
I forgot who's on 2. Oh no, it's Jason on 2.
Well, you didn't have a name. Okay,
Jason, fire away, my man.
Hey, how's it going, Marcus? How's it going, Steve?
Good.
Then Dana.
All right, so last night, whenever all the Amani Bates stuff came out, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was pretty upset. I was actually really hoping that we would get Amani. I think on paper he did fit what we needed on our team. He could honestly, with his skill set, could have been a primary ball handler.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's the one thing that we needed.
Absolutely.
But then
I agree totally.
But then I'm staying up. I'm thinking about it. I'm listening to everything you guys are saying this morning, and guys, if I'm being honest with you, and one of the biggest thing I was upset about is that, he posted a picture with DJ Wagner, a guy that's supposed to be coming to Louisville or should be coming to Louisville, hopefully. And then later on, says, oh, I'm going to Eastern Michigan. And this is after months of him basically getting our hopes up. So, if I'm being real with y'all fellas, if this guy is quitting on Memphis midway through the season because he's not playing well and thinks that Penny Hardaway, who of all people should know that having back issues is a thing that you should take seriously.
Yeah, it's debilitating.
If he's putting on Memphis thinking that he doesn't have his best interest out for him, and he's listening, he's basically taking 2 months not talking to anybody so that he can keep all these colleges in the dark and basically get up. Not just Louisville fans, but however many other fans hopes up just to go to freaking Eastern Michigan because it's so that his dad can come to every practice. I'm just saying, fellas, I think we dodged the bullet with Amani Bates. If I'm being honest with you, I'd rather take what we have today going into the next season and adding 3 walk-ons and having that cancer on our team. But hey, y'all have a good one. I love the show and go Cards.
Appreciate it, man.
Jason, I appreciate the call. I'm always careful about making those assumptions, like he quit on the team and things like that. Like, I just think the team around him, the people that Penny Hardaway had on that sideline, those are really people who know the game, who know and they know the superstar part of the game. They know what it's like to fight through injuries and still be expected to play. And like I said, I think Penny Hardaway would be extremely empathetic to back injuries. I also think there's a lot of the Shaden Sharp in Imani Bates.
Yeah.
I just think they're taking the route. And
I will be right back.
And here's the thing, y'all. I don't want to I have to blame the sport a little bit. I have to blame the NBA. I have to blame the sport when they draft. Listen, I was complaining about this 5 years ago, sitting right across from Steve. I was saying the exact same thing. I said, Steve, the foreign player that's 6'9", 6'8", playing in some trash league somewhere, who he's just all potential, and we don't get a chance to see. You remember those guys?
Yeah.
You were always getting in the top 20. You started getting 6 and 7 guys who you had never seen play before.
Yeah.
From, Slovenia, Lithuania, Australia. You were always getting these guys. Yes, maybe, 3-4 years down the line, they were turning into something, but a lot of these local, like the college players back then, they were expected to contribute instantly or be a bust. Hall.
Texture says Kwame was a bust. Sorry, Marcus.
You don't know shite. Excuse me. Jack, cut that. Forgot I'm not allowed to say that.
It's actually a German cuss word.
Yeah. Okay. But you remember how you were the American players in the college were expected to contribute immediately, but you were getting a whole bunch of foreign guys who they were shiny toys. Oh, look at it. What do they call them? Unicorns. All your Kristaps, what I'm saying? They're just unicorns. Oh, this guy's 7 foot. He can shoot. And then you get your Darko Miliciches.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Hey, Darko won a title before LeBron. Just saying.
Oh, man. Yeah, true.
Who's next?
Dana.
Dana, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's going on, gentlemen? As always, privilege and a pleasure to talk to you guys on this beautiful day.
Indeed.
I'm going to go ahead because I'm tired of the track team and the point guards are just getting old, getting boring for me. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quote Jim Papa. I'm going to lay all my cards on the table. I'm going all in. This team, this year, I don't care if they've got 9, 10 players, whichever one, is winning north of 23 games.
Okay.
North of. I just feel that way.
How many total games we have?
I don't know. Regular season, what is it, like 30?
Like 30, 31-ish.
31, yeah, something like that. I think regular season games. Well, hey, I hope you're right. I mean, I think the mark for me, I mean,
I appreciate the call, Dana.
Yeah, I don't even like doing so much can change.
I know.
I mean, I think you want to get in the 20s. Yeah.
I feel him.
Yeah.
I feel what he's saying. And, like I said, before you know it, narratives will be the ACC sucks and
I'm okay with
you got to win 27 to even be considered.
That stuff don't bother me though.
A 6 seed.
Like that stuff don't bother me because I don't care.
Well, I'm in the mood to be irritated.
If I'm number one in the ACC and somebody's like, well, ACC sucks. I'm like, well,
Jack
that's cool.
over here talking about Darko Milicic, and I got
Jack basically said Darko was better than LeBron.
I got Hall calling talking about Kwame's a bust because he didn't beat up 40-year-old Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's fair. All fair. I think everybody hit him right on the head.
I'm listening.
No, I think everybody's just hit it right on the head with that.
I'm still arguing with Jack, who said he saw YouTube highlights.
Jordan. He said Jordan savant.
I read
way back into the archives for that one. I appreciate that.
I'm never gonna forget that because you meant what you said.
He was in, man.
Yeah, I did.
I have an opinion on Michael Jordan. I have YouTube.
Why you turn Jack into Andy?
I didn't.
You
what are you
did.
talking about? No, I didn't.
You just turned Jack into Andy.
No, only Blank turned into Andy.
He's
really turning.
He's crossing back over though. Like he was in the upside down for a few, and now he's coming
you did
back
that show with him.
Yeah, when I did the show with him, I think I broke the curse.
He snapped him out.
Yeah, he was like, oh.
Okay, is there anybody else we need to take?
No, I think we're good. We probably need to go to break.
Is this a break or is this top of the hour?
Top of the hour.
Well, go ahead and play us out, Jack.
Yeah.
How the hell did Jack do that so quick?
Because Jack is common sense.
How did he throw?
Because I was already queuing it up
so
because
quick.
I figured it was coming.
My God.
Because Jack looked at the clock and was like, wow, they'll probably go to top of the hour break in
I
a
give
second.
Nikki a wink, to get it rolling. He's like, okay, 5 minutes. Jesus. Midday Marcus Baby on 99 The Ville.